Well, good Tuesday morning, friends. Mark Holmes here, of course, with my buddy Cowboy Joe Boo, as well as Joe Bear in the house. And as always, I want to thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys and you ladies, this literally does not work. Let's get open for business here, and let's wake up the football gods. Wake up this morning, guys. Man, today's a big day. Today is a big day. I'm actually up here early doing my morning video because I've got to get on the road, get down the country. Today I got to work on this rental unit to get it ready for a nice family to move into it, as well as I have a meeting tonight with the zoning commission. Keep your fingers crossed that we can get the zoning changed for the red brick house, so that way we can actually turn it into a residence again and save a piece of our American history. I've been working, or I received this house, which was zoned commercial, about 4 years ago. And my plan has always been to restore it, but unfortunately it was zoned commercial highway and it needed to be turned into a business and provide parking spaces for it, which just became too cost prohibitive for me and my broke ass to be able to do. But if we're able to turn it into local business, that's a game changer for it, in which case we can go in and basically restore it to what it once was and help it live on, hopefully for another 200 years. So I'm hoping that tonight that's going to work out well. It's going to be a very, very long day. So I'll be, of course, out of the range and things. But we are into the final stretch of the NFL season being here. As you look down to our clock, it's 79 days, 13 hours, 2 minutes, and 40 seconds away from kickoff against Tampa Bay. It's amazing to me because I started the clock about 122 days, and it seemed like that was just yesterday, and here we are sitting here with 79 days. It's coming fast and furious, and this is two things that I like to call this. One, it's the silly season where they come up with crazy shit and ideas and concepts and things that should be done and so on. And it's also hold your breath time, because this is where you don't have the OTAs where the players are at the facilities with the coaches and working with them. This isn't training camp or the season, because the season, of course, you start out Monday is film day and treatment. Tuesday is your one off day. Wednesday, it's back to practice. Thursday, practice. Friday, practice. Saturday's walkthrough or travel day. Sunday's a game. So once training camp opens, which is the 22nd of July, your life is no longer yours. It belongs to the team. This is that time that you're done with OTAs and you have basically vacation, that you hold your breath and pray that nothing happens with your players. Cowboy players, of course, are always under the microscope, so anything that happens with them gets blown up to the nth degree. But yesterday was one of those days that you look at and you just kind of like, God, here we go. Minnesota Viking rookie defensive tackle or defensive end, Jaylen Twymen, was shot in D.C. He came home visiting family and things and was shot 4 times. Now, his agent says that, he'll make a full recovery. They're not life-threatening and so on. We're talking about a month before training camp. A rookie goes home and gets shot. Now, I'm not saying that he did anything at all. This is one of those happenstance, because there were 3 other people that were shot as well. They're looking for the people who pulled out the weapons and things. There's a all points bulletin and things on it. But this is the kind of things that kind of happen. Beyond that, Frank Clark was arrested in L.A. with an Uzi in his duffel bag, arrested and released on $35,000 bond. But now, come to find out, this is the second time, because back in March, same thing happened. So now this is kind of a habitual thing. So now you got, oh, Lordy, Here's Frank Clark, who, key piece of the Kansas City Chiefs defense. And I'm just like, whew, I'm glad that's not a Dallas Cowboy player because, these things would be blown up. It'd be on everything. It'd be, the topic for all the talking heads. The Dallas Cowboys, it's the Wild West. They're gun-toting and everything else. They need to come down. That's what would happen. That would happen. But the thing that's kind of crazy, as much as love as Andy Reid gets and what he's done with the team and with quarterbacks and everything else, the thing that's kind of missed in all this is Kansas City has had a lot of off-the-field issues. A lot of off-the-field issues that don't really, have much traction. If the Dallas Cowboys had as many off-the-field issues and players that have been, on the wrong side of the law, there'd be calls to shut down the Dallas Cowboys. Just get rid of the franchise. But they seem to have a lot of bad things every offseason that happens to them. But they're like Teflon. It doesn't stick. And if that wasn't enough, here it is. The Cardinals have their rookie first-round draft pick, Zaven Collins. He's arrested for reckless driving. And it turns out he's had a past of other arrests for reckless driving as well. And so here it is. You're sitting here like, oh, God, this is just the first weekend of the end of OTAs. We still have the heat of July here to go. And you start worrying about, hopefully none of our players get into any shit, because that can end up being the lightning rod of problems for your team. And we need our team to be laser focused on the season. I need my Dallas Cowboys to be thinking about one thing and one thing only, and that is football. I don't want to have any court hearings. I don't want any distractions where the press is asking about, well, what about Zeke Elliott and his situation? And no, we don't want any of those situations. You don't want that. And the other part, of course, as I say, is the silly season where everybody is scrambling to get the clicks. We all do, okay? I want people to watch, Everybody wants people to watch. And so you're doing everything that you can to get people to watch. And that goes beyond just us little guys that are here on YouTube. That goes for the talking heads and things like that. You're going to find people getting a little extra animated as they have a conversation about this player or that team, to try and get you to look and see. You're going to find people that'll kind of shade the facts a little bit. You'll find people that'll kind of clickbait because, again, it's the slow period. You want people to watch. And so that's not above recourse for people like Pro Football Focus, that sometimes they'll kind of do things that will, make sure that you get a reaction. And as I watched, and I can't wait to see the next 10 Pro Football Focus's top 50. It's amazing that they put Dak at the just close enough to be in there, but not down where you would think that he should be. Let's throw some shade on Dak Prescott to get a reaction. And that's exactly what it did. Some people go through and say, well, he was injured last year, so that's why he's 50. He shouldn't be in there at all. But then they'll turn around with somebody like Odell Beckham the year before, and they'll put him in there up high and say, oh, well, we know he was injured, but he's one of the best wide receivers out there, so we got to do that. So you're going to get that kind of stuff as well. But hey, not to fear. A month from now, a month from today, all that silly season stuff will be out the door. Hopefully we'll not have any Dallas Cowboy players that are in any kind of trouble anywhere. Cowboy players, stay out of Arizona and stay out of Florida, because only bad things happen to players that are from other teams in those two locations, okay? stay right there in Dallas where you're cool, where all your friends and all your people are, okay? Stay out of trouble. And with that being said, I'm going to cut this short because I need to get on the road. I've got flooring on the back of the truck, and it looks like we're about to have a tsunami come through here, and I don't want to get all my flooring ruined. And, yeah. Whew. Tomorrow is another big day, and I'm hoping that this will bring me some relief on my knee. I've got knee surgery for tomorrow morning, so you may not see a whole lot of me tomorrow. Hopefully everything will turn out okay, and it'll be a faster recovery, and I'll be on my feet. And so, with that being said, you know how we roll.